Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider just came out a few weeks ago, and it's an action suspense kind of, I almost want to call it, just like I do Uncharted, a movie-game hybrid, because a lot of it is spectacle. There is obviously, like, the gameplay is fairly solid in this game, although not all of it is introduced super well. You know, there's a hunting mechanic that is quickly introduced and then discarded. And then there are kind of like a stealth kill tutorial part, which is, again, kind of unviable for large swaths of the game. So they introduce features, but a lot of the game, like the meat of the game, depends on the narrative and the spectacle of it. And so for a lot of it, you're watching Laura's character development from this naive girl who relies on her ship captain, who's, we learn is an old friend of her father, to being this kind of hyper-aggressive, no joking around, kind of out there to kill cultists woman. And I actually really enjoyed the game. It's much more gritty and visceral than a lot of games that you see these days, namely in how they deal with the violence in the game. It's not God of War where she's going to rip someone's arm off and then beat both him and his friend to death with it. But the death scenes, especially when like when you fail a QuickTime sequence or something, it's gritty, and I think it does a good job in making the player feel uncomfortable. The first time I saw Laura get pinned down by a big guy and punched in the face to death several times, or punched several times in the face, I was put off, you know? And so, like I said, the narrative, they do a good job of kind of conveying the environment that she is in and how it and then, therefore, it's understandable how it transforms her. A game that relies less heavily on its mechanics and more on its presentation. I think it's worth the time, definitely. Especially if you like the Uncharted series. I would argue that in some ways it's better than the Uncharted series. In some ways it's not, but it definitely has its high points and would be worth the time to play if you're into the genre.